welcome to the 2011 City of St. Louis Business Celebration Luncheon. My name is Jasmine Huda. I'm an anchor and reporter with KMOV News4. It is my great pleasure to partner with Mayor Francis G. Slay and the St. Louis Development Corporation in our 10th annual celebration of businesses, organizations, and the people who played major roles over the past year in the city's continued growth and development. All of them, all of you, are why the city is the pulse of the region. Now, I know many of you have cell phones. Maybe some of you have more than one cell phone on you. I want to let you know this is probably the only event where you are encouraged to have your cell phone turned on. Keep your ringers turned off, but you can have your cell phone on, and while you eat, you can tweet about the event. Tweet your thoughts, tell us how you think it's going. The hashtags are going to be on the big screens. It's hashtag BizLunch and hashtag STL in that order. Well, we have some great prizes today. We're going to let you have one of them now. If you have a sticker on your program booklet at your table, check your program booklet, you are the lucky winner of the box of gourmet cupcakes at your table. So check the program. These are courtesy of the Cup located in the Central West End. I get excited over food too. So, you are the winner of some free cupcakes. Now, the easy way to make friends is to share them with the rest of your table. It's up to you what you want to do. I'd like to invite Reverend Noella Austin Buchanan. She's the pastor of St. James AME Church in the Ville, to bring the invocation.
May we bow our hearts. Almighty and everlasting God, protector of all those who put their trust in thee, hear our prayer this afternoon, we beseech thee, and we thank thee for sustaining care as we pause to honor the business ventures that are being represented here today. In these turbulent and uncertain times of economic upheaval, it is truly gratifying to know that this organization has a mission of fostering economic development and growth in our beautiful city. Bless their continued effort and provide additional funds and resources which will enable them to provide real estate development assistance throughout every area of the St. Louis landscape. Watch over the new started companies and watch over those companies that have been going on for many years but are finding struggles at this time. Let them not become weary in well-doing. We ask a special blessing upon our mayor as he leads the city, and the executive director, Mr. Crimm, who has strived to keep business strong. As we close, we acknowledge and thank you for the lives of Carolyn Hunter, a commercial development specialist, and Bob Casserly, the creator of the City Museum. These two loved our city. They served our city and are sorely missed by their families, their friends, and their co-workers. Now bless us in the name of the one who is holy. Bless us individually, bless us collectively as we come to honor the extraordinary achievement of businesses in our cities. And all those who believe said, amen.
Thank you, Reverend. Everyone, please enjoy your lunches while we thank the people who made today's event possible. Please welcome Rodney Crimm, Executive Director of the St. Louis Development Corporation.
Good afternoon. All right, you know how we do. This is our 10th annual. This is call and response. Good afternoon. All right, thank you, Jasmine, and thanks to all of you for joining us today. Today's event would not be possible without the support of the St. Louis business community. I know everyone's excited, but please try to hold your applause until we have all been acknowledged. The sponsors of the 2011 City of St. Louis Business Celebration Luncheon are, this year we have our first ever platinum sponsors. So when your company is called, please stand. Express Scripts, Hilliker Corporation, Lumiere Place. How about a round of applause for our platinum sponsors? Thank you. Our gold sponsors, please stand when your company is called. Ameren, Missouri, AT&T, BJC Healthcare, Centene, Covidian, Edward Jones, Green Street Properties, Hush Blackwell, Lawrence Group, Parrott Corporation, Procter & Gamble, St. Louis Business Journal, Thompson Coburn, Wells Fargo Advisors. Thank you for our new and returning gold sponsors. A round of applause. Our silver sponsors, AB InBev, would you please stand? Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield of Missouri, Emerson, Environmental Operations, Gilmore & Bell, G.J. Gruey, Monsanto, Nestle Purina, Pocinelli Shugart. Let's have a round of applause for our silver sponsor. Our bronze sponsors are shown on the big screens, and they're also listed in your luncheon program. Thank you for our bronze sponsors. A round of applause, please. We appreciate all of today's sponsors for your commitment to the city and for helping make today's luncheon a successful event. We'd like to thank a few more important people who help us throughout the year in our efforts to make St. Louis a great city for business. If you or your representatives are here, we'd like you to please stand. Our federal delegation, representing U.S. Senator Roy Blunt, Emily Romines, field rep and office manager. U.S. Senator Claire McCaskill is represented today by her Regional Director, Michelle Sherrod. From the Office of Congressman Russ Carnahan is District Director Jim McHugh. And Director of Business and Community Outreach, Don Fuller, is here today for Congressman Lacey Clay. How about a round of applause for our federal delegation? We also appreciate the support of Governor Jay Nixon, Lieutenant Governor Peter Kinder, Secretary of State Robin Carnahan, State Treasurer Clint Stifel, Attorney General Chris Koster, State Auditor Susan Monty, everyone in the Missouri Legislature, and Missouri's Department of Economic Development and Development Finance Board. If you or one of your representatives are here, please stand for a round of applause. Several city officials support the city's business in so many different ways. Today you're going to hear from Mayor Francis Slay. Mayor, if you could just wave your hand. Comptroller Darlene Green is here. President of the St. Louis Board of Aldermen, President Lewis Reed. A round of applause for our city officials. We also have our county executive here, Charlie Dooley. Please stand. And we have a number of members of the St. Louis Board of Aldermen. Would you please stand? Also, we have Collector of Revenue Greg Daly, City Treasurer Larry Williams, License Collector Mike McMillan, Recorder of Deeds Sharon Carpenter, Police Chief Dan Isom, Fire Chief Dennis Jenkerson. So all city officials and mayor's cabinet members, would you all please stand for a round of applause? I also want to acknowledge the members of the city's development team, Jill Klaber, Community Development Administration, Don Rowe, Planning and Urban Design Agency, Angela Conley, Affordable Housing Commission, and Michael Holmes, St. Louis Agency for Training and Employment. A round of applause, please. We have a number of volunteer members of the city development boards, authorities, and commissions. So would you please wave your hand or stand to be recognized? And a number of our economic development partners in the room, the Downtown Partnership, the Regional Chamber and Growth Association, the St. Louis County Economic Council, and many others. Would you please stand and be recognized? Thank you. You know, they say that time flies when you're having fun, and now it's been almost 10 years. And I remember when I first got here, I said, where are all the people? The streets were very, very quiet. Didn't seem like a whole lot was going on. But now, those once quiet streets are buzzing with activity. People are walking dogs. You see people pushing baby strollers. You see people jogging at lunchtime. Almost weekly, we're celebrating new and expanding businesses all over the city. Just in the last week, we celebrated the opening of the new Embassy Suites at the Laurel, the downtown branch of the Fifth Third Bank, and the Peabody Opera House. Energy is everywhere, from the award-winning City Garden to the new Stadium Sports Bar and Grill at Lumiere Place, to the daily crowds at Culinaria during lunchtime. Throughout the region, people are enjoying the city. The city is the pulse of the region, and the pulse is beating harder and stronger each day. Let's hear what others are saying about the great things that are continuing to happen all over the city.
I think St. Louis is a tremendous place where a small business, medium-sized business, and quite frankly, big business can really prosper.
Stifel Nicolaus is a full-service investment banking firm, so we advise clients and advise people on their financial matters. We manage $115 billion for clients, so we are a financial services firm. Very few people realize that St. Louis is second only to New York as to homes for financial services firms. We're definitely going to add jobs. We're committed to downtown. Again, we've been here for over a century. It's a great place to do business. Well, we've done business here for 122 years.
is a great addition to the St. Louis skyline, and we're very excited to be on the cutting edge of the restaurant industry here in St. Louis.
There's a lot of reasons to be here. A lot of people are finding out about this part of the city that's being revitalized. We just have a lot of fun down here.
We just love being a part of it all. I love hearing the news about all the exciting things. It's just exciting, and it's fun to be a part of it and not an outsider looking in. It's fun to be in the inside loop.
Well, much of what I've been involved in and what my partners in Lawrence Group have been involved in is not only renovating buildings, but we see really redeveloping neighborhoods. Well, what's neat about the western part of downtown St. Louis is that over 1 million people a year already come to the parks that surround the Soldiers Memorial. When you see the kind of vibrancy and energy and the commitment that a lot of people have made to downtown, I believe that's going to just add to the momentum that we've already got going.
Well, it's a nice city to live in. I used to live in New York, and as you know, if you haven't been there, New York is an expensive city. St. Louis is a better city to live in.
It is very hospitable. I've only been here for a year, and I already feel like it's home.
Oh my God, there's everything to do. Everything's going on. There's always something going on.
The city of St. Louis is very embracing of small business, helping them grow. So I think it's a great area to be able to build a business, to start a business, and to grow a business.
To have this fresh, completely renovated space here in Old North St. Louis really inspires a lot of people, you know, to think outside of the box. You can look around here and I mean, it looks like you're in a totally different city. And I think that's just totally awesome.
We've been here for 30 years. It's a family-owned business, and basically we saw a change. It's a good place to own a business and, you know, be a consumer.
And this has been a passion of mine, collecting vintage clothing and accessories, and so now I can share my passion with the public. It's fun. I like coming to work every day.
America I Am exhibit increases the vibrancy of the city because it's a way for youth and adults to understand our culture.
America I Am is a wonderful overview of African American history and culture, beginning in Africa and ending up in the 21st century. It was a chance for everybody to come to know one another just a little bit better and to celebrate together.
There's a lot going on everywhere. You just have to be willing to get out and just get out there.
People don't realize how diverse our community really is. We're very welcoming of people from different backgrounds.
So it's a melting pot.
Well, we have a lot of diversities and a lot of different stuff. So many things to enjoy for everybody, different people.
This is a city like no other place where people are just so dynamic, so interesting, so humorous, so good-spirited. So yes, some people say it's the food, some people say it's the art or the sports teams, it's the personalities.
I think there are a lot of things that make St. Louis the way it is and give it a sense of vibrancy. It's the city's wonderful architecture. It's the buildings along Washington Avenue. It's the homes around Lafayette Square. It's the richness of the fabric that exists in North St. Louis. Or it's the smell of sort of sweet, smoky barbecue, or it's Miles Davis and Kind of Blue in the background, you know, or it's all of those things sort of mixed together in a wonderful kind of potpourri that to me is St. Louis.
It's been a great place for the last 122, and I'm sure it will be for the next century.
Amazing video. There are so many things that make St. Louis what it is, and that video did a wonderful job of capturing so many aspects. So let's give a round of applause to Vector Communications. Vector Communications was a 2009 Business of the Year, by the way. Well, now for the state of business, please welcome the Honorable Francis G. Slay, Mayor, City of St. Louis.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome. Certainly great to see all of you here. Thanks for joining me. And a special thanks to Jasmine Huda, a National Edward R. Murrow Award winner, who stepped in at the last minute to fill a vacancy at the microphone. She is a good reason to watch local news in St. Louis. Today is a chance for us to celebrate successes, and certainly a lot of people that are here and involved in helping making those things happen. There are a few people I just want to recognize very quickly. I know we recognize Charlie Dooley, but I just want to say that Charlie's been a great and outstanding partner, regional partner on addressing regional issues and in supporting many of the things we're doing in the city. Charlie, thank you so much for all your help and your team. Of course, Rodney, Crimm, and St. Louis Development Corporation, I can't say enough about them. I'm very proud to have such an outstanding team of dedicated, effective people
who are doing a great job for the city. Rodney, thank you, and everybody that works with you at St. Louis Development Corporation. And to all my cabinet members and all the staff members, I'm still here because of all of you, so thank you so much. And finally, I just want to thank all the waiters and the waitresses and the food preparers and the staff here at the Renaissance. This is a great place to come. I always enjoy it. It's because of all of you. Thank you so much for the great work you're doing. You know, it is a day to celebrate successes. You know, we certainly have our challenges with the national economy and other issues that, you know, may be individual to some of us, but it is a good time to celebrate our successes, and there are many of them on today's program that we'll hear more about. But what strikes me about these successes is how different they are from each other. A bicycle station that doubles as a bike store, an office or a coffee shop, the long-awaited removal of an eyesore that has led to the revitalization of several downtown landmarks, and their coming transformation into a new shopping and entertainment district, dozens of new stores and businesses that now anchor and enhance their city's neighborhoods, the expanded presence of some corporate mainstays who will recognize today, and the national recognition of the successes of 1,000 planning, engineering, and business decisions along Washington Avenue. Ladies and gentlemen, despite every obstacle posed by a sluggish national and world economy, St. Louis has managed to sow and grow in the last year. I'm not going to delay the program by previewing all of it for you right now, but I do want to talk about some things that I liked in the past year that I just want to highlight, whether they're mentioned in the program later on or whether they're not. I love the food trucks and the extra energy they bring to our streets. I say that even though I'm more likely to go to one of our sit-down restaurants, but they really do add a lot to the city's vibrancy and to the diversity that we offer to people who live here, work here, and visit here. I love the Peabody Opera House, which looks and sounds better today than it ever has. I was there Saturday night, and I can tell you that it is now one of those rare places where reality is brighter and better than its nostalgic memory. And I'll repeat what I said on opening night. It is amazing what can be done with a little spick and span and $79 million. But the McKee brothers and the Sports Capital Partners did a great job. I love what we've already seen of the Central Library renovation. I took a tour of it recently. The city is proud and fortunate to have such an impressive and an extensive library system. This update of the Central Library will allow our great librarians to do work more confidently in the 20th century while protecting their historic mission to be the free gateways to ideas through the printed word to all citizens. In a world in which the sale of e-books rivals the purchase of printed books, it's important for the library to understand its place, and they do. And the St. Louis Public Library leadership has done that in a strikingly bold renovation of one of the city's most beautiful public spaces. I love the fact that the access to more and more municipal data and city services no longer requires a personal visit to City Hall or even a phone call to a clerk. More and more information is available online. More and more interactions with government are made possible by computer, by tablet, or by smartphone. I tweet, my Citizen Service Bureau tweets, and the city's officials and department heads are also involved in social media. This is a good thing, and it allows us to do a better job of addressing issues and supporting and serving those that interact with us and who work and need the city government. One of my main goals is to provide great customer service in the ways that should be expected, and some of the data from the recent federal census validates that approach. The city of St. Louis has seen an 87% gain in college-graduated adults. We have outpaced every other city in America in that category, and we need to continue to do those things to attract and retain that demographic group. This is a group of individuals who generally have some expendable income, some freedom, and flexibility. They wouldn't be here if they didn't like St. Louis, but they are here, they're moving here, and they're staying here, and we need to keep them here. I expect that all of them have purchased some goods or services from companies that are represented here today. I also expect that some of them work at some of the companies that are here today, and I also believe that some of them have founded and are running some of the businesses that are represented here today, and we are thrilled about that. I want to conclude my remarks by acknowledging the recent passing of Bob Casserly, a great innovator in our city and our region who has made major impact on how we work and live. Someone of immense and unlimited creativity who really enjoyed working on things that people could enjoy dealing with, working on, and just enjoy. He wanted to entertain people in a very creative way. Bob's ideas did not always, and see if I can say this nicely, run parallel to the city bureaucracy. He did a lot of things, mostly with a permit, but believe me, there was no one like him. He defied almost every expectation about what was possible to do in a building, to do in a park, or do in St. Louis. In most cases, we just tried to stay out of his way. And I promise you, that's generally, how we try to do things in city government. Certainly we do have to make sure people have permits, and when they do things, and we've got to do our job in protecting the people of St. Louis, but we want to get out of the way and let you do what you do best and try to do what we can to facilitate it. We will always be reminded of Bob's sense of fun, his optimism, and his great talent every time we visit City Museum, bike by Turtle Park, or stroll down Washington Avenue. Knowing that, I'd like to add one more to the roster of honors that are being offered to his memory over the past several days. We have been notified that Washington Avenue has been named recently one of the top 10 streets of 2011 by the APA, one of the top 10 great streets in the United States of America. I am confident that that ward, and there are a lot of people that were involved in making that happen, but I'm confident it would not have happened without the renaissance of that great street that Bob Casserly helped spark. And I want to formally dedicate the Washington Avenue Great Streets Award to him and to his memory. Well, again, thank you all for being here today. Certainly thank all the sponsors, but most of all, thank you individually and collectively for what you do for the city, for the region, for the investments you make, for the people you employ, for the confidence that you have, and for the added value that you give to our city and the prestige. Believe me, there is no jurisdiction in America that will or does appreciate you more than we do in the city of St. Louis, and I can speak on behalf of all the elected officials that are here today. I want to congratulate the winners, and I want to congratulate all of you for all you do, as I said, and I certainly want to congratulate us for having you as all the winners in St. Louis. So please finish enjoying your meal and the rest of the program. Thank you.
Mayor Slate, thank you for the added value you bring to the city of St. Louis, and thank you for those kind words. I appreciate it. Okay, for the moment we've all been waiting for, the 2011 City of St. Louis Business Celebration Awards. The Business Celebration Awards are one way that the city shows its appreciation for the contributions to the city's business community. The people who are here today represent many organizations that make St. Louis a great city for businesses, for residents, and for visitors. While we are recognizing some particular businesses for their special contributions today, we are very grateful for all of the businesses that have chosen to call St. Louis their home. In the interest of time, we are going to be brief, but please take time to read the profiles of the award winners in the programs at your tables. You can see the extraordinary contributions they have made to the fabric of city life. Award winners, as you hear the beginning of your introduction, please begin walking toward the stage, and we will begin with our first award category, Business of the Year. Businesses of every size and type that have made special commitments to or investments in the city involving job creation, job retention, capital investment, and unique project impact. Our first group are 3 businesses that we are happy to welcome to the city's business community. The next time you enter a code on a security keypad, it could be a product of Architectural Control Systems Incorporated. ACSI is a pioneer in the security hardware industry, designing and manufacturing quality electrified door hardware for office buildings, hospitals, universities, airports, and government facilities. After doing business in Westport since 1979, ACSI has relocated to Midtown, investing $1.8 million in renovations to 2720 Clark near the Wells Fargo Financial Campus. Thank you, ACSI, for keeping us safe and secure. Please welcome to the city Tony Capone, President and owner, and son Eric Capone, Vice President of Operations, ACSI. LTI Trucking Services is a truckload carrier and full-service logistics company that provides transportation services nationwide for Fortune 500 clients. LTI trucks are based in Madison, Illinois, but the company moved its offices and more than 30 employees to the 411 building downtown. Accepting the Business of the Year award, LTI President Nick Civello. Welcome to St. Louis and keep on trucking. Worldwide information technology company Unisys looked at sites in Alabama, Minnesota, and Utah, but it chose downtown St. Louis to open new application modernization center of excellence. Unisys liked our affordable cost of living, our pool of IT workers, and compared to East Coast standards, lighter traffic. The center plans to create 300 jobs by 2012, focusing on leading-edge software applications for the federal government and the Apple, Mac, iPhone, and iPad. Thank you, Unisys, for strengthening downtown's image as an emerging IT hub. Representing Unisys is Kurt Gerstner, Vice President of the Application Center. We celebrate the next companies for being longtime members, for staying and growing the city of St. Louis. From light bulbs and batteries to poles and specialty airport lighting, Centrex Electrical Supply has been a cheap supplier of electrical and data telecom equipment for some of the area's largest and most significant projects. Metrolink, Highway 6440 expansion, and the street lighting projects in the city. Centrex has been in business in Midtown since 1978, and 33 years later, service and satisfaction are still its greatest products. We appreciate Centrex and President Gus Stewart for your longtime presence in the city. Group 360 Worldwide loves being on Washington Avenue so much that when it outgrew one location, it moved next door. The move allowed the international marketing communications firm to consolidate its 150 employees under one roof into a new space tailor-made to reflect the unique style and creative minds of Group 360. Congratulations, President and CEO Mark Rudder. Peabody Energy has had a busy year. After a regional search, Peabody signed a new 15-year lease to keep its 600 employees downtown at Peabody Plaza, expand onto 3 additional floors to accommodate its growing workforce, and invest up to $25 million in building upgrades. Not only did Peabody commit to stay and grow downtown, the company also participated in other initiatives that benefited our region. The Peabody Opera House restoration of the abandoned Elephant House at the zoo, renamed Peabody Hall, and grant programs for local youth organizations. Just as coal powers development around the world, Peabody's investments continue to power St. Louis. Rick Navarre, President and Chief Commercial Officer, accepts the Business of the Year Award for Peabody Energy. And just across the street from Peabody Energy, Raisin Bran, shredded wheat, pastas, and other brands you know are being produced by Ralcorp. Ralcorp employs more than 400 people at its corporate headquarters in the Bank of America Tower. On Monday, Ralcorp completed its acquisition of the refrigerated dough business of Sara Lee, which will immediately position Ralcorp as a leader in the $1.8 billion industry. Ralcorp will expand on 2 additional floors on the Bank of America Tower, and it's going to hire an additional 100 people over the next 2 years. Vice President and Director of Human Resources, Jack Ozarzik, accepts the Business of the Year Award for Ralcorp, one of the city's best kept secrets, and they like it that way. Riley Ready Mix and Materials continues to grow as a concrete manufacturing company in the city. RRMI has provided concrete materials for projects for Washington University, the Art Museum, and Busch Stadium, just to name a few. Owners Jay and Janine Riley are active in the Carondelet community where they are located, and they serve on several boards and associations around the city of St. Louis. And they aren't finished. After 14 years in business, Riley Ready Mix plans to add a second plant in the near future. Thank you, Riley Ready Mix owners, the husband and wife team of Jay and Janine Riley, for laying a firm foundation for the city. Stifel, Nicolaus & Company is one of the nation's fastest growing brokerage and financial services firms. Stifel has been downtown for more than a century, and it recently announced plans to buy One Financial Plaza where it is headquartered. Stifel has a staff of 800, and it plans to add another 225 jobs over the next 3 years. Stifel will make more than $14 million in improvements to the building that will enhance the northeast portion of downtown, an area that's already undergoing a $209 million improvements with this week's opening of the Laurel Apartments, new Embassy Suites Hotel, and of course more excitement to come. Thank you for recognizing that the City of St. Louis is a smart investment. Peter Tchaikovsky, Director of Public Finance, Stifel Nicolaus. Now, selected in conjunction with the St. Louis Board of Aldermen, the Neighborhood Businesses of the Year enrich and revitalize the city's neighborhoods every day. When you hear your names, please join us on the stage with your award for a group photo. And after the luncheon, come back to the stage for your awards and guests for your photo ops with the mayor. By ward, the 2011 Neighborhood Businesses of the Year. First ward, Asher's Clothing and Shoe Store, Asher Rosa. Second ward, Commercial Plating Company, Michael and Gregory Peel. Third ward, TB's Barber and Beauty, to Byron Graham. Fourth ward, Arkansas Fried Chicken, Dorothy Sims. Fifth ward, United Bags Incorporated, Todd Greenberg. Sixth ward, McAvoy Realty, Carolyn McAvoy and John Grass. Seventh ward, 90 Degrees West, Ellen Legau. Eighth ward, New Dawn Natural Foods, Joyce Wolf. Ninth ward, Lovey Dovey's Cafe, Cassidy Caldwell and Jackie Seal. 10th ward, Vintage Haberdashery, Jolie Mackney. 11th ward, Cecil Whitaker's Pizza, Jerry Eichhorn. 12th ward, Chippewa Glass and Mirror Company, Rusty Hess. Thirteenth Ward, Novella Cafe, Chuck and Deanna Growth. 14th Ward, Europa Market, Daniela Borick. 15th Ward, Hartford Coffee Company, Brian Scheer and Darren Jenkins. 16th Ward, I hope this stage can support me. 16th Ward, Murdoch Park, Ed Gartner. 17th Ward, The Little Black Dress, Sonia Tompkins. 18th Ward, Collier Brothers Auto Body Company Incorporated, Craig Collier and Wayne Jackson. 19th Ward, Newly Auto Service Incorporated, Richard Newly. 20th Ward, Concordia Publishing House, Dr. Bruce G. Kintz. 21st Ward, Carey's Corner Market, Gary and Melba Willis. 22nd Ward, Dorothy's TV, Furniture and Appliances, Dorothy Tripp. 23rd Ward, Superior Equipment Company, Jerry Spiros. 4 more wards to go. 24th Ward, Filoni's Cafe, Alex and Rosemary Filoni. 25th Ward, Companion Bakery, Josh Allen. 26th Ward, Flavor Dance and Fitness, Dana Jones. 27th Ward, Beginning Futures Learning Center, Rochelle B. and Sherla Lomax. And the 28th Ward, Bar Italia Ristorante, Lasad Jalidi, and Yadbarak Yohannes. Congratulations, 2011 Neighborhood Businesses of the Year. All right, congratulations, everyone, and don't forget you can do the one-on-one photo ops with the mayor afterwards. So this year we tried an online contest asking people to vote for their favorite city business. The result? Nearly 50,000 participants nominated about 100 city businesses. The winner of the Citizens' Choice Award, with, get this, 33,020 votes, is CFX Advertising Agency at 3221 Oak Hill in the Tower Grove neighborhood. CFX owner Megan Frank, please come to the stage. Moving on to developments of the year. Developments of the year are the real estate projects and developers that are most dramatically converting a vision for the city into bricks and mortar. This year, the winners are all historic rehabs that added to the sustainability and greening of the city while upgrading the city's housing and office stock. Chouteau Crossing is a $22 million redevelopment of the old Missouri boiler facility at Jefferson and Chouteau that is the future home of Dynalabs and the Sheet Metal Workers Local 36. In addition to those offices, Chouteau Crossing will house a training school, a meeting hall, and a 1,000-seat auditorium. Developer Green Street Properties specializes in LEED certified sustainable development in urban locations. Each of the 2 buildings of Chouteau Crossing will be LEED registered and tracking for platinum. Thank you, Phil Hulse of Green Street, for increasing the city's Class A office stock. Well, the bad news is that most of our next development of the year consisted of abandoned buildings and vacant lots that ended up in the city's LRA inventory. The good news is they are being returned to reuse and are nearly 100% occupied. Of the 200 plus new housing units that have been completed in the Hyde Park neighborhood just north of downtown, half of them are Eliot Apartments and Irving School Apartments. Eliot Apartments is the $12.3 million renovation of 20 historic buildings into 39 apartment units. Irving School, one of the oldest schools in the city, was converted into 61 apartments and single-family home rentals at a cost of $19.4 million. And the development team is not finished. Now they're working on Hyde Park South. 15 historic buildings that will result in another 50 new residential units. Representing the development team are Ken Nurnberger, president of ND Consulting Group, and Tim Person, president of Tim Person and Associates. You are great partners in the neighborhood stabilization, and we thank you for your vision. Hotel Ignacio is a welcome addition to Grand Center's vibrant mix of arts, entertainment, restaurant, and cultural destinations. The hotel features a great restaurant on the first floor, Cafe Pinchos, while the room themes of fine art, performing arts, architecture, and music showcase the hotel's location in the Arts Center of St. Louis. The 100-year-old rehabbed hotel was recently named one of the Landmarks Association's most enhanced buildings. In keeping its role as a community rejuvenator, St. Louis University partnered with Lawrence Group to own and develop the hotel. Both are recognized leaders in the rebirth of the SLU Grand Center neighborhood, and we thank SLU President Father Lawrence Biondi and Peter Perotti and David Ohlmeyer, principal of Lawrence Group, for the tremendous economic impact they have made on this city neighborhood. And hang on, David. David, we have another award for Lawrence Group. Lawrence Group's Park Pacific is our next development of the year. Park Pacific is an adaptive reuse of the former Missouri Pacific Railroad headquarters built in 1928 at 13th and Olive. The building was the latest thing in 1926, and it is the latest thing now. Park Pacific has all of the amenities to make it the one choice for downtown living, 230 luxury apartments, office, and retail space. It has a Wii room, fitness center, rooftop waiting pool, and grilling area. And you know, we St. Louisans must have our barbecue. Thank you, Lawrence Group, for Park Pacific, Motor Europa, Triumph Grill, and all of your projects that are adding excitement to the city from downtown to midtown. Clearly, they're underachievers. Well, Mayor Slay summed it up beautifully last Saturday night. What a magnificent, spectacular building we have. Dark for 20 years, Peabody Opera House has reopened with a new name, a new look, and a new imprint on the St. Louis arts and entertainment scene. Many of us have fond memories of the events at the Old Kiel Opera House, from graduations to the Rat Pack to the Rolling Stones. Some of you might not even remember anything from those nights. The Peabody Opera House reopened to the soulful tunes of Aretha Franklin and the comedy of Jay Leno. To developers Joe and Chris McKee of Optimus and Dave Checketts of SCP Worldwide, thank you for the memories, past, present, and future. Peabody Opera House will provide about 500 new full and part-time jobs. And for that, you have our most RESPECT. Accepting are the developers Chris McKee, President of Optimus, and David Kirshner, Senior Vice President of Communications for SCP Worldwide. Congratulations, 2011 Developments of the Year. As we celebrate the businesses and developers who have contributed to the city's revitalization, we also celebrate the people and organizations whose hard work and dedication have improved quality of life for city residents, workers, and the business community. This year, the 2011 Quality of Life Awards goes to 4 organizations that add new and important dimensions to the city's revitalization. Downtown was the home of the Better Business Bureau, serving Greater St. Louis when it was founded back in 1917, and after a 15-year absence, the BBB has returned downtown to 211 North Broadway. The BBB serves all of eastern Missouri and southern Illinois as a nonprofit, business-supported organization that sets and upholds standards for fair and honest business practices. In the past year, the St. Louis BBB received the National Top Award for Best Overall Operations and the Missouri Attorney General's Justice Award. Thank you, CEO Michelle Corey and the Better Business Bureau for being the conscience of the St. Louis business community. Bicyclists, I can't even say it. Cyclists, how does that sound? Now have a place to park their bikes, shower, and get their bikes repaired at the city's first bicycle commuter station. The downtown bicycle station is ideal for cyclists commuting to work or needing to freshen up after a lunchtime ride. And if you're on jury duty, you can park your bike for free. Urban Shark Bicycling Company anchors the commuter station, so we would like Urban Shark owner Michael Weiss and manager Jason Torbitsky to accept the award on behalf of Boeing. The 411 building developer Craig Heller, Great Rivers Greenway, the Mayor's Office of Sustainability Partnership for Downtown St. Louis, TrailNet, the U.S. Department of Energy, and the other public and private partners responsible for this great project adds to the greening of the St. Louis region. Up next, Habitat for Humanity St. Louis. Its vision has grown beyond just building homes to bringing positive transformation to city neighborhoods and sustainable residential building. Habitat for Humanity St. Louis has worked to eliminate substandard housing in the St. Louis area, partnering with more than 925 parents and children to build 320 homes. Of the more than 1,500 Habitat affiliates in the United States, Habitat St. Louis is proud to be one of the largest Habitat affiliates, building 20 or more homes each year. Habitat is the largest producer of LEED-certified platinum single-family detached homes in the nation, which shows that green homes can be built at affordable prices. Mayor Slay and Philadelphia Mayor Nutter have a friendly bet that regardless of which team wins tonight, both mayors will volunteer for Habitat for Humanity. Congratulations, Habitat for Humanity CEO Kimberly McKinney. And go Cardinals. Food and fitness are served up daily at the Tower Grove Farmers Market. Founded in 2006, Tower Grove's Farmer Market brings healthy, sustainably produced food into St. Louis every week. The market features produce from more than 50 of Missouri's and Illinois' best farmers and producers in the city within a 150-mile radius of the city. The market is set in beautiful Tower Grove Park with live music and free yoga classes. We thank the co-founders, Patrick Horan and wife Jennifer S. Ryan, for the wonderful community gathering space in South City. Please join us in saluting the 2011 Quality of Life Award winners. Our final award, the Mayor's Award, goes to organizations that have shown leadership and expanded economic development horizons in the city of St. Louis. This year's honorees offer new choices for families to live and learn downtown. Now in its second year, Gateway Science Academy of St. Louis was the top public city charter school performer in math in the state. Gateway Science Academy provides students with an innovative world-class education, rich in math, science, and technology that provides students for the challenges of a competitive global workforce. Gateway Science Academy is located in the former Epiphany School, where Mayor Slay attended elementary school. Thank you, Gateway Science Academy, for giving students the power of knowledge for generations to come. Board President Dr. Kemal Akaya accepts the Mayor's Award for Gateway Science Academy of St. Louis. Even before the credit crunch, small businesses had a hard time getting bank loans, especially those who didn't have collateral. Today, they have a friend in Justine Peterson Housing and Reinvestment Corporation. Justine Peterson originated 240 loans to new and existing small business owners, totaling $1.28 million last year. Their portfolio has a loss rate of less than 5%, making Justine Peterson one of the nation's most active micro-lenders. Justine Peterson believes in the entrepreneurs of the city, and we thank you for growing our small businesses. Accepting the award for Justine Peterson, our CEO, Robert Boyle, and COO, Sherry Flanagan Vasquez. 12 years ago, the St. Louis Housing Authority was among the most troubled in the nation with a HUD rating of 14. Well, today the Housing Authority has a rating of 92, making the St. Louis a shining star among major cities. Director Cheryl Lovell, has led development of more than 1,800 new rental units of public housing and nearly $100 million in new mixed-income residential development through partnerships with private developers. Congratulations, Master Builder Cheryl Lovell and the St. Louis Housing Authority. Please congratulate the 2011 Mayor's Award winners and all of today's winners. You can read more about the award winners and other city businesses in your program booklet, and you can go to the SLDC website for more information. Well, that brings us to the conclusion of our program. Before we let you all go, we want to thank the mayor and Randy Crimm, but also everyone with the St. Louis Development Corporation. Ivy Clay and the team has done a wonderful job of putting this event together, so thank you all, and thank you the Renaissance Grand for making this event possible as well. Thanks to all of you for joining us today, for being important members of the team that is making St. Louis a great place to live, work, and stay.